Hello everyone, my name is Incoherence, and welcome back. I wish you a warm welcome back to the Retrofit Hotseat. It is currently turn number 12 as the Moors, and actually, for the first and last time I should say, the number of turns actually reflects the number of human players. Isn't that strange? It's like when the stars align, the planets align, and some sort of gate to hell opens up. Some eldritch horror spews forth. Yeah, 12 players left. That means that 5 players have been eliminated in just, I guess it would be less than twice as many turns. Or just over twice as many turns, rather. That's crazy. 5 players knocked out. 2 at my own hand, too. So that means that I have the highest KDR ratio in the entire campaign right now. 2 to infinity, I guess. Because I haven't died yet. Although, having said that, I think we can all agree that death is inevitable. So I guess what we can do is assume that my KD ratio at this point would be 2 to 1, which is not at all that bad. I killed Portugal, Spain is knocked out, England has been knocked out by a combined war with Scotland and France. The Byzantines are old news at this point. They've been gone for a long time. Turn 5, I think it was. They got eliminated. And Russia has just been knocked out by LegendofTotalWar. Who would have thunk that Legend would be at someone's throat fucking immediately? Although, who am I to talk? I just killed 2 people. Although I'm going to claim it as self-defense until the day I die. Okay, you know what? I've been rambling for a little bit here. Just a minute and a half of just absolute bullshit. So you know what? Let's jump in here. I'm not going to be doing too much because I'm not currently at war or anything, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Salon of Toledo. We're gonna adopt this guy. Apparently Kasim, for whatever reason, wants to adopt this guy. He saw something in him, or rather something that he might want to put in him, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift, whoa! Anyway, moving on. Salon of Toledo is going to be adopted because he is a siege expert. My god, siege expert, promising commander, loyal, and fair fighter. Boom. Those are the kind of dudes we need in our nation. We need strong-willed lords, and we're going to move him up to Leon. Speaking of strong wills, we're going to move him up to Leon because we need him to administrate. He needs to keep his golden pimp hand strong, much like Jaime Lannister, to slap the population into order. Much the same way with Yaya Chiba, except Yaya Chiba will not be a cruel administrator, but he will rather win the hearts of the people with his excellent dance moves and his bell-bottom pants. Because as we all know, Yaya Chiba is the party animal of Cordoba. He is the party lord of all of the Moorish Sultanate. Okay, what else are we doing? Alright, so as I said, we're not at war. I'm really just consolidating and trying to strengthen my position after having knocked out Portugal and Spain. Although having said that, last turn I was talking about maybe demilitarizing a little bit, you know, getting my army to stand down, because I wanted to get a sweet amount of golden ducats per turn. Right now I'm getting 5,800, which is a pretty penny, I have to say. That'll allow me to upgrade quite a bit, but as it is, I've just been upgrading a little bit at a time, and that seems to be working for me. And over the past couple of weeks, and the past couple of months, or whatever it was, since turn 11, I'm just, and especially with the new stainless steel hot seat beginning, I'm really beginning to change my tune. What I'm trying to say is, the best defense in these campaigns is a good offense. So I definitely want to have as many military units as I can. That's kind of that's going to be my new philosophy, I think, moving forward. And having said that, I have my eyes set on military campaigns throughout the world. Is it you, Sicily? Is it you, the Pope? Is it you, Milan? Is it you, France? Hey, you never know. Maybe I'm going to invade Ireland. I don't have anything concrete right now, but I do know that I'm going to need a couple armies in the next, I want to say, 10 turns. I feel like. So that's kind of what... So my vision for the next 10 turns is I'm probably going to be at war at some point. So, having said that, we're just going to go on a fucking recruitment spree. That's right. Okay, so we're going to start in Toledo. We're not going to build a goddamn thing. We're just going to recruit as many units as we can do. So in Toledo, we're going to retrain and recruit some bowmen. Valencia, we can retrain a unit of cav. That's about it. Algiers, we'll wait for just a moment. Lisbon, we're going to get 2 units. Marrakesh, 2 units as well. I'm not joking. Literally everywhere is going to be well, not literally everywhere, actually. We'll probably leave Granada out because they're so isolated. Although they do need a bit of garrison because it is currently empty right now. There are no units garrisoned here. Just Bob. Bob and his pitchfork are currently holding down the fort. He is sitting atop the keep, holding the banner. Although, actually looking at this thing, what a weird design. We've got like this mosque-like dome on the top. Who would do that? Is that a real thing? Historically, I couldn't tell you. Moving on to, let's get to Algiers. We will get 2 units of ships and then a single unit of Arab cavalry. Yeah, that'll be fine for this turn. And then we just need to move our units. We'll give these troops to Qasim. So here's another thing as well. I've been saying that I need a military, and it has a little bit to do with France. Now, the relations between France and myself have been getting better, actually, throughout the turns here. We can see that he has removed his military as an act of faith, really. And I want to do the same thing. I'm not going to build any forts on the border. Although, having said that, I just realized that my fort in these hills here is gone, and I really wanted to keep that, actually. I just wanted to put a single unit there, just because if France were to turn on me, not that I think he's going to now, because he's moved his units. If he were going to turn on me, you can march from Zaragoza to Pamplona, or rather Valencia, very easily. It's like 1 turn away. So I wanted to have a fort here just to prevent that. That way, if you wanted to attack me, he would have to march from Pamplona to Lyon, Zaragoza to Toledo, and then I would have much more notice. Or, of course, he could do it via a naval invasion, which I would never be able to defend against as it currently is. Which is kind of why I'm purchasing all these ships, because I know that I'm going to need a strong navy when it comes to the Mediterranean Sea, because the Italians are just absolutely fucking nuts with their ships right now. Even though I'm pretty much, I have really good relations with most everyone around me, which is a bit worrying, because if everyone is smiling at you, you know that something's up in these campaigns. So, again, another reason why I need to militarize, because I'm kind of realizing that everyone's playing their hand very close to their chest, so I don't want to get caught unawares. So I need to be strong and basically flash that strength. What would be I need to posture, basically. You know, I need to show everyone that I'm not going to be fucking pushed around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Qasim to Captain Azzedine, which sounds like the beginning of a rap. And we're going to build a fort there and garrison it. We're going to build Sultan Miswar a force in Toledo, because his army is probably going to disband soon, all these jihad units. We are going to get a bit of a garrison in Lyon, because we know that we're going to need to, as I said, garrison against a naval invasion. If I was going to invade the peninsula, I would do it through Lyon, because all of this territory is in darkness. I have no watchtowers there right now. You could probably sail from Bordeaux to the coast of Lyon in like 1 turn. So yeah, like that's fucking nuts. Or if you wanted to sail from Rennes. So yeah, we'll garrison there, and we should really get some watchtowers along the coast of Africa. I don't know what I had a frog in my throat, or whatever the African equivalent would be. An African a horny toad or something. Do you want a horny toad in your throat? Probably not. All right. One of our merchants has arrived in Africa, and I have to say it's quite sad. He's trading slaves for 36 florins per turn, which is horrendously bad considering how far he's marched. We could trade iron in just outside of Toledo for 25 florins, which would probably have made more money in the long run. Although, having said that, there are 2 trade nodes down here that are going to be worth quite a bit, so we'll move our merchants for the time being. Actually, you know what I think we'll do? We'll grab Haddad al-Izbili, and he's going to trade slaves. Next turn's Smail Couch. Oh my word. He'll move to the gold node, because I'm pretty sure he should be able to do it. Alright, now we're going to move some units out of our cities. Some units that will not cause unrest, I hope. We'll get these guys to go to Lyon. For example, we'll move 1 unit out of Cordoba. If I move another unit it's hell on earth. Okay, so we're gonna just grab one, move them to Toledo. We're gonna get these ballistas to go to Valencia because we want to garrison Valencia. Algiers is fine as it is. We got some ships. What do we want to do with Admiral Tamim? We'll leave him there for the flexibility. We're gonna have a new ship outside of Lyon soon, which will probably post somewhere on the coast. And that's it. That's all of our cash. That's all of our units moved, I believe. Yeah. Do we want to do anything with Sultan Miswar? We could build some watchtowers. We have the cash for it. Did we recruit? We have. So why do I have so much money? Why is that? I can't say. Usually I only have 140 gold left at this point. What costs that much gold? 130 florins. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, well, at the very least, we have the florins to build a watchtower. Where would I do it? Well, as I was saying, we should build it on the coast. Should we do that? Or should we go north? Well, what's his name? Salon of Toledo. What a name. It's me, Salon. Nice hair, Salon. Thank you. He's going to be up there soon, so you know what? We'll get Miswar. Or can we grab Prince Ayub? Okay, we'll get Prince Ayub to build a watchtower. Where? I know there's a rebel army somewhere around here. I just don't know where it is. Where's the rebel? Oh, there it is. Where's the rebel army, Hillary? Okay, we're going to build a watchtower. Is this a good spot? Or should it be here?
We move, Sultan.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Now we can see
here,
straight from Valencia to Granada. Beautiful. Let's get back to Valencia. Sultan Miswar.
As my Sultan will.
Can't do dick all this turn. Even though he has an insane amount of movement. It's crazy. Should we attack Captain Johan? Is that what we should do with Sultan Miswar?
How may I serve, Sultan?
12 minutes of the video.
We would see you dead.
We have the time to do it. I don't think we have the will. So we're just going to ignore it. Okay. So we actually got 3 messages this turn, which we ought to read. The first is from the Holy Roman Empire, now being played by Barry Knight. If you guys remember last turn, he sent me a message to reinforce him and join him in the war against Milan. And I kind of chewed him out because that's our first diplomatic action. You call me to war. So this, here he is apologizing. This is the Heiliges Römisches Reich. Is that good enough? I don't know. To the great general and King Miswar. Should I do it German? To the great general and King Miswar. No, let's not do that. We apologize for the letter we had written in haste, for many enemies were at our borders. With our allies, the Polish and the French occupied, we extended an anxious and quick greeting to break the ice between our peoples. Basically, he's just saying, I'm sorry. Maybe we can be friends in the future, which is basically what I said. For these 3 thoughts and more, the Pope saw fit to excommunicate us and wished all of Christendom to execute the law and destroy any thoughts outside of the Catholic Church. Violence is nonsense, yet required to survive. Okay. Sincerely, Emperor Heinrich. Emperor Heinrich of the Heiliges Römisches Reich. Okay. Basically, you can read that if you really want. You could have paused it and read it. Basically, he's just saying, I'm sorry for being so hasty, but we're anxious, and hopefully we can be friends in the future. All right. We have a message from the Kingdom of Alba. The Kingdom of Abba. Dancing Queen! Sultan of the Moors Caliphate. Since our last exchange of messages, the English have perished. Yes, he killed the English. Trade as well as an alliance would be most welcome, which we proposed last turn. Our diplomat is next to Zaragoza. Okay, we should do that right about now. I nearly forgot. We will get an alliance, trade rights, and maps. Boom.
Goodbye,
That can't
noble
hurt.
sire.
Ah, goodbye. Goodbye, my friend. Who is it? Lawrence Biddle. What a name. Gamersville's New Egypt. Yeah, so Pixelated Apollo dropped out, and Gamersville 101 took his place as Egypt. He says, Dear Good Samaritan. Am I a good Samaritan? Who knows? Who knows in these trying times? I bring urgent news from the east. Alexandria is under attack, as well as 3 Egyptian settlements stolen by the false Christians. What? I beg you to march on Alexandria in my aid. Please be urgent. Kind regards. Pharaoh of Egypt. Gamersville 101. Okay. We need to respond to this. Shit. To the Caliph of Egypt. I regret to receive such ill tidings. However, Alexandria is a lifetime away, and I cannot convince, oh my word, my captains to ride and leave their wives and children once more. What do I want to say here? Basically, it's so fucking far away, is basically what I want to say. Where were the Egyptians when Cordoba... Here we go. We're gonna pull a... Oh my god, we're gonna pull a King Theoden here, and we're just gonna basically say, where was Gondor? Where were the Egyptians when Cordoba fell to the Portuguese? Is that how you fucking spell that? Jesus Christ. Oh no, it's begun. Portuguese? Where was the Caliph of Alexandria? Is Alexandria the capital? I can't remember. Where was the Caliph of Egypt when we called for aid in the jihad? My Muslim friend, I'm afraid you find yourself alone in these trying times. Sultan Miswa, Lord of... Here we go. Caliph of Al-Andalus. Oh, that's our new title. Caliph of Al-Andalus. Boom! Fuck you, Egypt. You're on your own. You have been so useless this entire campaign. Although, I should say, to be fair to Gamersville, Egypt was played by Pixelated Apollo, who had his own plans in mind. It just turns out that those plans were ineffective, and he's basically hasn't done much this entire campaign as far as interfering in the crushing of the Turks, in the jihad. I suppose what's happening is Venice is sailing to conquer Egypt. I have no idea what's going on. I wish him the best, but I'm very, very much apathetic at this point. I'm sorry. At the beginning of the campaign, I was all gung-ho that Egypt would be a strong ally, but they've, as I said, just been so ineffective. Well, not ineffective, but so far away. I think it's just because they're so isolated and I'm so isolated. And the Turks are so isolated, although they do share a border at this point. I'm kind of getting off track. I cannot sail to Egypt, is all I'm saying. How long would that take anyway? Let's see. Grab these guys. So it'd be 2 turns to Algiers, and then from Algiers it is... Oh my word, how many turns is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 7 or 8 turns. So basically it would take the entire length of the campaign as it currently is to sail to Alexandria from Spain. I'm sorry, you should ask for help from someone else. Alright, I guess finally what we should do is just take a look at the fucking faction rankings. Look at us go, we're rocketing up. Just over 42,000, whatever the hell that is, points, gold coins, I have no idea. If we were to look at our neighbors, top 5 neighboring factions, apparently Sicily is our only other neighbor, but we're going to throw Milan in there. May as well put Scotland as well. Scotland, France, Milan, and Sicily. So we're not doing so bad. France is the only real danger around here. Sicily is about half our strength. How about militarily? Sicily's actually picking up pretty quickly. Milan is growing. Scotland has dwindled a huge amount since the start of the campaign. How about production territories? Territories, I'm second. Looks like Sicily's flatlined at 6 territories. Who is this? Is that Scotland? Yet Scotland's beginning to consolidate English lands, and Milan has flatlined at 5 territories for the past 7 turns, it looks like. And then France is just fucking crazy. France is breaking out. It's ridiculous. I don't think anyone has really stood in France's way to keep him in check, which is good for me because we're friendly, but again, at the same time, also kind of bad because it could end up things turn unfriendly. As far as finances, we're not doing so bad. Population, overall ranking, we're not bad at all. Let's see. So, top 5 factions, it's telling me we're number 4, which is kind of bizarre because I know that the Turks are much better than me. I think no one else is above us. Papal States, Byzantines, Holy Romans. Yeah, so I guess we truly are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're 5th overall. We've just surpassed Legend of Total War's Poland, so that's a nice middle finger to you, Legend of Total War. We're gonna have a. This is a tangent not related to this campaign, but we're starting a new stainless steel hot seat, and Legend assigned himself England, and he assigned me as France. So I'm sure, I'm sure things are going to be very friendly between us in the next coming weeks. You never know. We could end up having a duel to the death for the rest of time. I don't know. Anyway, all I know is that apparently Egypt is not doing so bad, although Venice has peaked above them. How is Venice doing militarily? Let's find out. Military, Venice is way the hell up there. Egypt is not. That is why he is asking for assistance. Look how far the Turks have fallen as well. Shit, although Legend still has quite a bit of a military. Huh. So to me it looks like obviously France, Venice, and Legend of Total War are the people to be fearing right now because they're on the fucking warpath. Okay, anyway, I think that's about it this turn. We've moved all of our stuff. We've moved our merchants, haven't we? Yes.
I serve your will.
We recruited. We don't need to build anything this turn. Yeah. All right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We will end the turn. Whoa, there go all my spies. I forgot about them. So we got all these dudes walking everywhere. This is amazing. I completely forgot about these guys. Yeah, we can see exactly where they're going. Basically, I just want to infiltrate Europe as a whole. All right. Okay, so it is now turn 12 for the Turks. I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a comment. If you want to keep in touch with me, check me out on social media. That's Twitter and Facebook. Twitter is by far the platform I'm on the most. And if you want to see more of this campaign, I'm afraid you'll have to wait. It's several weeks between each episode, I'm sorry to say. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been the Grand Campaign Retrofit Hot Seat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all later.